Hey, are you at the door? Jacille, you close the back door. Tula came in the house. Tula, I ain't called for you. Oh shit. Hey. Oh damn. All right. My dog got my door open. Look, I took my lashes off. I ain't did my hair. And who says her? Some of us. What do you even want, girl? Here she comes. But I did this video. It's like kind of like a funny video. I don't know how people would take it. Or, huh? You finished some? Oh, I was telling you to close the door. Because Sullivan came in and out. You got yours?
You got yours. I made yours first because I want all 15 of mine. You got 15.
Oh, shit. I mean, okay. I'm recording. I'll be in a minute. On the table. Kitchen table. She think you gonna give us I'm sorry, y'all. I be anytime kids need something, want something, or anything, I'm who they calling. But it's like ancestors are encouraging me to share this. And I don't know who has a funny mind like mine or even thinks that my shit is funny. Okay? But I remember I'm in the ethers. Okay? And the ethers look like it's still black and some stars, right? But I'm sitting down like Indian style and I'm playing with like damn, I think it was like a sunflower. Oh my God. It was a sunflower. Okay. Now this is where, my time where I co-create with the universe to, bring certain things into flourishing that I want. Or it's kind of like, not necessarily what I want, it's a cleansing and a purification of the earth. So let me just put it that way. I got to get better at how I'm saying things, but I want you to see what's in my head, okay? So I'm sitting down. Now, wait, okay, before I sat down, okay, I have the world, big as it is, but I'm bigger. And I'm in the ethers, right? And I'm doing some shit like I got a ton of sunflowers. And you know how when it rains, it cleanses the earth, right? And then, like, when the sun comes out, okay, and you just get all of this radiant sun. So I took some sunflowers and I took them from the earth because I'm like this big. I can go through the earth. But I'm taking them from a sacred place, these sunflowers. But I'm also big enough where I can touch the sun, okay? So it's kind of like I christened the sunflowers, like with the sun, like going like this. Okay? And then I get them back and I sprinkle them down on the whole world. Okay? And they don't fall to nothing. It's like the sunflowers are the square shape. around the circle Earth. And then it looks like when it sets, like those, I don't know if you remember those beads that people would put for dividers in their door. And you just go through them and you think like somebody, some super black pimp or something. I don't know. It gave a vibe to it. But it was made, or it's set like those beads. But it was sunflowers, and in case the earth, with that box. Um, and you can hear the noise if you decide to go through earth. You know, you're pulling those beads back. It's a cool noise it makes too. Some people might still have them. That'll be something. Okay, so all right. After I do this, I sit down Indian style in the ethers, and I'm playing with a little of the flowers. I'm not a child though. I'm like uh maybe in my 20s, you know. And my soulmate comes into the ethers, okay? And he wants to shit on my parade. I'm seeing him like I'm in a silhouette, but I have clothes of color. I think I have on blue pants, yellow top. You know, my silhouette is drawn out, 3D wise, but color dark as night with the stars. And so he comes and rains on my damn parade for real. Okay? What I mean by for real, he started pissing on the world. Like giving that bitch a golden shower. I'm in the ethers. But he tricked me at first. It was kind of like he came over like we was going to play. You know what I'm saying? Talk for a little bit, you know. And he go over there like it's a little fucking sun garden or some shit. Sunflower garden. Nigga just start pissing inside the casing. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why is you pissing on the world? And then he tells me, oh, I was pissing on the sunflowers. And I'm like, why the fuck would you? Okay, all right. But it's a form of play, you know. And he comes back over there like he did shit. And I said, golden showers are bad. And he said, not in my world. And I was just like, I bet you it's going to kill my sunflowers, you know. And he still wanted to play with everything else. And then I told him, I said, remember I told you, you weren't just pissing on the sunflowers, you was pissing on the world? And so the sunflowers acted like the veil. It came down like a curtain. And it shows him the big ass fucking world. Then it shows him how big I am and how big he is, and that he just pissed on the fucking world. And then he tells me, oh, my bad. I said, now you gotta find something positive about a golden shower, because I still want this shit to be positive going down there to the earth. Because that's what sunflowers are. Positive. You know. And he says in the ethers, so now we're back to the golden era. I said, you motherfucker. Damn. That was smart. Why didn't I think of that? And then God said, You did. You in the ethers. He just came to piss on it for you. Need both of y'all to turn it back to gold. I said, God damn. That is some real shit. I said, I think I done did something. But that's how you look within your mind. You create, you know. I said that motherfucker beat me though. Because I was like, why the fuck didn't I think of that? Even though it's my mind. But because it was done by his avatar in the ethers, I gave him credit for it. Till God had to say, like, it's your brain. And I'm like, okay, I gotta remember that, because we share a brain and a heart and a soul and a spirit. Yeah. Okay. So, because we share, at first, I thought he was coming to share with me. And then I looked at it like it was opposition. But really, what he did was he won't looking when he was pissing. Okay? Because he was talking to me while he was pissing on my damn sunflowers. I mean, he made sure his man name straight. And I was still looking at him like, damn, what the fuck is you doing? Like, what the fuck? You know? And he didn't think nothing else about it. But when you think about it, that is co-creating with the universe. That is actually co-creating with your soul partner too, or your twin flame. You don't even realize it, because the ethers have a way to combine even what is separated. And just that alone made me see two sides of a coin, or two sides to, co-creation, or the female side and the male side. Both were actually done. And believe it or not, when I would reflect back, sometimes I would look at him like, you motherfucker, you know. But he'll be, what? Like clueless, right? And when I turned further, like past him, and I would look at the earth, I would see the blue of the water, the green of the grass. Everything else is like gold, you know? I said, it's not even regular earth anymore. I said, man, the sunflower actually grew from the piss. I really changed that shit. Okay? And then it's like, too, if something was done horribly wrong, we would see it first in the ethers. Even though some people don't believe that or go that far, but your brain is that powerful. Like, I understand that my brain is powerful, that it's creating like change like globally, even though I don't see it or I ain't getting even paid for the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I look a hot ass mess today. But sometimes you just got them days, shit. It's been nice outside too. I've been relaxing. But what I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes I don't get to share at my best because ancestors be like, girl, get it out. Tell them. Let them know, you know. And sometimes it's like, because I have like my different ancestors within me, different things come out. It's not just about like my journey, it's their journey too, you know, because I enlisted to help them too. You get it? So sometimes it's not just me co creating myself, you know. And even when I'm in the ethers and I want to talk to God, it's the same. It's that night, man, and those stars. And Mother God and Father God, they got their own body, separate but together. They stand equal to one another, but they're colorful. They're colorful like uh what's that Jamie Foxx movie? And his soul gets put in a cat. It's a cartoon. I forgot. But they're colorful like that. 3D, you know. Sometimes long hair, short hair. And then different things I go through that I challenge myself to learn and expand on or grow from and out of. It depends on what I think my stage is where I'm at. And then that's how I come to them when I'm up there in the ethers. You know, like if it was something, like it don't have to be from my childhood. It could just be something that I once feared. Okay. And believe it or not, fear makes you uh, remain, I don't want to say a childlike state because, you know, my animation works because that's what you need. Um, you need the innocence. You need that. But it's like the way it's told to me, you're like a child mind, so to speak. It doesn't matter how old you are. Like you could be 90 years old, but if you um, haven't leveled up in your connection, like with God, and you reach, you know, Christ consciousness, you remain a child. But it's not like an innocent child. It's kind of like you innocent. It's kind of like the stages of the planets. Because this is the creation planet, that's still in uh, a baby stage. How can I put this? Okay, there are pictures out there of the civilization in the other era in time before ours. And those people were like 10, between 8 and 12 feet tall. Okay? Um, some taller. Even like the horses, the animals, and the housing. Okay? And the way the gods tell it to me is, okay, the previous civilization builds the next civilization. And so they knew that we were going to be smaller. And the further away from God, the smaller the thinking. Because they've already told us, you got 5 or 10% of your brain operating. Who's supposed to find the other 90%? You. That's when you grow up overnight. Because God is going to, like, how like Cupid's arrow and it know where it's going? That's God. He'll give you all the information. If you was here 3 lifetimes, 10, 20, 50, he gonna give you the information. Whatever you missing. It's like the download is like the fifth element. But instead of you seeing events on a TV, right, that have occurred in lifetimes, right? You have all of them talking to you, telling you about your life from an angel perspective, a ancestral perspective, and a God's perspective. There are different desired goals for each one. The goals are not the same, but yet they all meet to make, you know, unify, as the triangle. It's kind of like I'm fulfilling the holy trinity of the heavens and bringing it to earth. It's nothing about like, what? Being better. It's more like, I'll show you, you know? That's what it's really all about. Because eventually it has to be a lot of like divine couples and divine beings to do divinity things across different sectors of the world. It's kind of like, you have your force field on the outside of the earth, and then force field inside of the earth. To guarantee defenses are strong on a soul level, a spirit level, a God level. You know, you should think of yourself as not just antennas, you know, but antennas that work, that's on, willing to receive the signals and open. Like, I could explain this all the time to people, but people have a hard time crossing certain like barriers just to be open, you know. And I'm talking about open with like, see how I look? My mama or somebody will say, "Girl, you better do your hair. You better do this," and it's true. I should, but I didn't. When they told me to do what I'm doing it. Right? That's a form of open. Open is also too like no barriers of like growth, spiritual growth. Nobody is just supposed to be like a Christian or Muslim or a atheist or a Seventh-day Adventist or a Jehovah Witness or a Mormon or a Protestant. You see how it's more. a Catholic, um, non-denominational. They got so much, okay? But you're supposed to be open. You know, it's the Holy Bible for a reason. It's a guide. And then you go to the other books to fill in the holes. You know, it's to give you the meat of the lesson or the blessing. And then you go to the discovery of the whole thing. You know, all of them got a book. John, Peter, Paul, Jeremiah, Isaiah, what, Thomas, you know. It ain't all just Jesus and God. There's a whole collection of people that once you explore their individual journeys, learn a lot. And you learn humble on a different level, you know. Because even though they might say that we are lost people, okay, but we're not. Just remove that. I'm an explorer. I'm a traveler. You know, I am open to learn, open to grow, open to do something different, see something different, be something different. Like, not the same shit. You know, like, even though it's a whole lot of shit on this earth, it all goes back to practicality. You know, you can make something so complex. It's still gonna boil down to how you gonna do it or you not. You know the consequences if you do it, and you know the consequences if you don't. Because we too advanced now to be saying to folks, oh, I didn't know. When everybody can find out what to know using the internet. So it's like the age of Aquarius is discovery time. You know, imagine when you instill that in your child. Because that's what was instilled in me and my brother. We were always curious. Our curiosity got us in a whole lot of shit, but we was always curious. We never stopped, you know. And then my mom would like teach like, you know, if you're not prepared to like talk about it, shouldn't do it. You know, don't just talk about your demonic shit when you get saved and say you no longer that no more. You can talk about it while you ain't saved. Cause ain't it a process for you to get there? It's like people at the meet in between. This is what people miss. It shouldn't be a judging thing because the Bible already shows you. Any scripture literature already show you that hell, judging somebody ain't the way to go. You know, that's already telling you like, damn, you ain't supposed to repeat that. You know, and then if you are that spiritual to where you have that type of authority, it's like you shouldn't take matters into your own hands, because you know it's your own hands that get punished. You know, so people don't pay attention to that. You know, it's like back in the day, the Muslims might say something like, if we stole, then we got our hand cut off. You know what I'm saying? They ain't still doing that shit. Some shit might be done on some movies, but they ain't still doing that. If they are, it's like, hey, that's too damn old. It's like when you don't teach people biology, chemistry, astrology, geography, you have no concept of the earth. Um, you don't gain a sense of understanding of like shifts, you know, because those shifts in the earth match the shifts in your body. Now, demonic motherfuckers know that. I don't know why. That a lot of religious folk don't know, or either they know it, they ain't trying to say nothing, or they use a thing like well, you got to be a part of our church for us to like let you in on all the little secrets. I gotta go in because these bugs out here, but it ain't really no. I ain't gonna say that. Let me say it like this: there are secrets. A lot of these secrets we have solved, and a lot of those secrets they need us to solve again. People just don't want to say that part, you know. But it's like you have to tap into the other part of your DNA. That means you have to be okay inside and out, mentally and emotionally. Like you have to make peace with your past, make peace with your decisions, make peace with your uh, healthy and unhealthy choices. Like it takes time to stop doing things, and God know that. You know what God just don't like is the fact that y'all motherfuckers don't even want to try. He like, damn, what the fuck? You know, imagine like when I told y'all that God was trapped. The gods were trapped, right? Thousands of years. Thousands of years. No one thinks to free them or to figure them out or to look for them or to embody them or reach them or nothing. And they just trapped. It's like they're the like genie in the bottle. And they're not supposed to be. You know. Like they're not small. They're big. They've done big things. And they deserve big recognition, you know. And if you want to think big, even if you think the devil is a big ass motherfucker, he can't come out the earth. He sure can't. Oh, I thought that was my dog. I forgot she in the house. But they can't come out the earth, you know? So that's limited thinking. Even if you haven't explored the whole entire earth, the devil is not gonna have you explore it. He gonna say, nah, stay over here. I need to watch you. You see what I'm saying? But I understand that the universe is limitless, that the earth has no limit because it rejuvenates itself, but it can rejuvenate itself faster if we reach Christ consciousness because our energy, all it has to do is change and shift. It's already started to change and shift. They are already reporting about it from the 4D to the 5D, you know? And so when you want to make a conscious shift, when you take you You pay attention to your consciousness. When you decide to dedicate yourself to something, you think when you dedicate yourself that you're not going to get no reward from your dedication? God don't operate like that. No. He rather give you some kudos. Because as I've said before, like, God is a big man. The devil is a real small man. You know what I'm saying? But, with God, because he's such a big man, like a big woman, I mean, he can go anywhere, any planet, anywhere, you know? So, whatever he doing, wherever he at, better than this shit. Just saying. And all he asks is that you expand your mind just a little bit. Just try. That's all. It's like people just don't even want to try. Like, the fears from 2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago, 500 years ago, that's keeping you from reaching God. And you might have reached a part or a sector, but you don't want to be like the Bible, holy, holes in your heart and your mind. You want to read some of them full stories. If you don't want to read them, they got them on YouTube already, and then they got the thing on your phone and your computer to read the shit to you. Audible and all of them. It's the point of you hearing it, understanding, grasping the concept, or learning the lesson, or finding a blessing in it. That's it. And it counts as done. Because once your thought process changes, everything else changes in your whole entire body. That means whatever you're taking in has to resonate, like on a deeper level. Not just the superficial, or that other part where people want to be like cocky. No. Even if they looked at you as superficial or cocky, you want them to still be able to see past that shit, into the depths of what you have learned. And you got to understand, billions of people out here, there's probably going to be millions that'll learn. It ain't going to be billions that's going to learn, And yeah, you can be a teacher, because you teach people how to do that. That's an important thing. People are always trying to get you to do stuff and not really showing you the ins and outs or the ups and downs or each part of it. Because some of them are so afraid that they just don't want you to surpass them. Little do you know, there's always other people that's bigger than you, smarter than you, that know that same information and that will give it to you for free, because they feel compelled to do so too. So it's not that like the gatekeeper mentality, it's going away, and the old way of conviction, it's going away, because you have to look at life now. Like, I'd rather weigh out my own scales as I go versus not taking that into accountability, okay? Because you can look at it like when you don't take that into accountability, guess what you're doing? You say, oh, okay, I'm going to put that on the shelf. That turns into a problem on your shelf. If you don't want it to turn into a problem, yes, let's address it right now, right here. Let's go ahead and have this talk. Let's go ahead and get past this. Let's making sure that, hey, we're not dwelling on this or that. And then if we are going to dwell on it, we're going to expand upon it, and we're going to have the adult perseverance to be able to talk about it. Because, see, that's what's missing in communication and in translation. People want to talk about other people, but people don't want to do the work to, hell, talk about yourself. That's really it. You know, you want to hide behind every embarrassment when there's at least one motherfucker on this damn planet that has had the same embarrassment as you. It's probably hundreds, thousands, millions. But your mind stays so like hung up on whatever. You know what I'm saying? And just shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? You gotta take the shackles off your mind, your body, your heart. Damn. You just gotta walk bold into the unknown too. Just like you walk bold into any other shit. You know? That's like mental magic, or the art of war, or what they would call sometimes a spiritual assassin. So you shouldn't always have dark, light. I don't know what to tell y'all. When the light can pierce through the dark, it's better. It's more powerful, you know. And then when God says that love can't hurt, can't kill, can't rob you of your peace or your joy, why would you fuck with it? That's all. God is like, that's the highest vibration in this entire world and in the universe. Why? Fuck with it. You know why it's the highest? People don't look at it like this. Because once the love hits you, it could change your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul instantly. So whatever you was thinking, that thought ain't even there no more. No matter what type of evil was residing in your mind or in your body, it's gone. And you might come blazing, pitchfork and all, you know, with your little horns and shit. A little bit of love, they start to melt away. Then your little stick ain't that powerful. And your little horns turn to little floppy dog ears, you know, and you're not that powerful. Because you didn't understand what love can do to a motherfucker. That's why I would tell people you're supposed to look at love like a newborn baby. Man, it make the woman that had the baby cry, the man cry, the whoever else in there, you know. And it's something about the purity of it. It fills you up and gets you all mushy, and it makes you want to be real loving and caring and protecting and just sometimes overbearing. Okay, so even if you are a child, right, and you grow into an adult, and you grow out of that feeling and that type of love, yeah, you ain't gonna like be aware when it just hits you. You know, I be picturing it like little wet towel. You know, when people roll that sucker up and when it hit you like that. Woo! And so when you get stung by it, it's like, oh shit. You know, but God is instant. Clean you up right. I'm like, damn. But that's a real feeling. Okay? You know, and you don't appreciate it until you feel it. But a baby is the closest you can get to it. That's the closest I can like try and tell you, you know. And then God will magnify that like 10 more fucking times. So when people be like, how she still happy? Why she ain't doing this? Why she ain't doing that? Why she ain't in? And why, look, I don't cry long. I don't stand my feelings long. I don't, nothing long. Because I am already aware. Yeah, I got angels. I got ancestors. I got guides. I got gods too. And I say, hey, you know, sometimes I just say it out loud to my angels or my ancestors or the gods. I don't care. Whoever's there with me, remove this sadness. I want to switch that shit out. If you got to use my abundance to do it, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. I just don't. Nah, I ain't keeping it. And it's gone. Because in like the position that I have, that God wants me to go down, gotta stay in balance no matter what. And because there's a certain type of frequency that, like, I admit, or I think that's the word, off of my being, you know, it's that powerful. And just like my mind, it's like they're connected, balance. So in the spiritual world, yeah, a lot of stuff you hear, it's about me. And it's cool because once you tap in, you don't realize how quick you get your downloads, you get your answers, you get your changes, you get your upgrades, you get anything. But you got to be comfortable with asking. They don't say tell, make, okay, or bind the ancestors. You get what I'm saying? Or ask for a God to come kill a person. Like, what the fuck? You know, because Anubis be like, this is a part of my job to a degree, but I try to save the souls before I kill them. Because you forgot the God that he is in the upright. Wisdom. So he ain't gonna be going to the darkest parts and not giving none. No wisdom. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a part of him. You know, but Anubis will balance your scales too. And then that's when he got to make the decision because everything got limits on earth. That's what people ain't getting. You got limits. It's to protect the earth, not you, the earth. Reason why it's not you, because you doing shit to hurt the earth that you walk on and the earth within yourself. And that's what people aren't getting by when they do the black magic. If it's not for some form of defense of something actually being wrongly done and unjust to someone, you are in violation. That means you taking upon yourself to be a menace. That means you trying to turn the universe into a menace. And that ain't happening. Later, folks. Gotta go. Been called.